Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. This is a timeless video, or message, so whenever you hear it, whenever you come across it, it's when you're meant to hear it. It's for the next 7 days. I'm going to take 3 of these cards. This is what Spirit wants to speak about today. We'll get the guidance and we'll start to understand why. There'll be messages at the end as well. Buy the book. Now this is about doing things in a traditional way. 2. 11 makes 2, which is well balanced. So this could be your traditional values, the way you go about things, your ethics, your morals, what you trust and believe in. Your true authentic self is what we're talking about here. What works well for you. There's the 4 of Pentacles, the Emperor, which is Aries energy, the 3 of Wands here, and the 10 of Cups. Now, what we have here is we have this 4 of Pentacles. Now, this 4 of Pentacles is somebody holding on to something too hard, or too tightly, rather, so they're not experiencing anything else. Now, it can be that you're in situations here that are challenging for you when it comes to how you see life, how you see yourself as a person. So you might find yourself doing things just because it earns you money in a job, for example, because you've been there a long time and it brings you a salary. It could be relationships as well. You could be in a relationship because you believe that, you don't believe in separation or divorce. You feel that you've got to keep going in that relationship. Now, I'm not saying anybody should be leaving relationships. What I'm saying is if there's anything here that's challenging in these situations, then it's time to address it. It's time to open up. Don't hold on to things that are going to stop you from experiencing life or moving on to something different. So if there's things that need resolved here, you need to open yourself up to it. You don't hold things too tightly. I feel here, and I'm not going to say this because this is what I'm hearing. I wouldn't normally say this, but because we've got by the book, I feel that you're doing things that you're not truly at one with. You're just keeping the peace. Thank you, Spirit. That was it. You're trying to keep the peace here. So this really is about you taking control of the situation. We're all got the ability here to be orchestrators of our own life, and you're the orchestrator of yours. So you're the architect, you're the person that takes control of things, you're the person that makes the decisions, you're the person that decides what your life is going to all be about. Now, this could be somebody who's very controlling that you're dealing with, like a boss or a friend or a romantic partner here that's taking charge of things and you're just going along with it, but you're not really happy with it. So it might be time for you to look at that. Now, we'll see what else comes out here, but I really feel that it's time for you to take control, stand up and speak your mind. This really is about you understanding that you can take control of things and get in the driving seat. This is about making plans. Now, there's something you're passionate about here that you want to speak about. It's time for you to do this. You could stand on this shore forever and the situation will never change. Nothing will improve. But if you're passionate about it and you take control of the situation, you do whatever is needed done here, because I don't know what this is about. It could be with money, finances, relationships, or environments. It could be, for example, that you have somebody that overspends and you're in a relationship with them. So we need to make plans for the future. How are you going to deal with that? I'm just giving you an example. It could be that you're getting everything put on you at work. It could be you're ready for promotion, but nothing's going to happen unless you plan for your future and take care of that. It can be that you feel you should have a wage rise. If you don't ask for it, you won't get it. I'm just giving you examples here. You get the drift, that you're making plans that you're passionate about and you're getting on this boat. You're just not going to stand there any longer and take what's been dished out. And if you do this and make plans and you do that, you get onto that boat here and you do whatever's necessary, you're going to align with your wish fulfillment. Now, nothing's going to change and you're not going to be happy about this if you don't take control of it. Because these blessings are in the 5D. They're up in the air. This is blessings after challenges. So we need to align with our happiness to bring these blessings in. There'll be a lot to be gained. It might even turn out better than you ever thought it could. Now, let's see here. Here and now. Here and now. This is a 5. So we need to deal with the here and now. Don't think about the past and don't think about the future. You've got past and future on this card. The past is gone. So don't be holding on to the way we've always done things, or what happened last week. We don't know the future. We can only work towards building a future here. It's really about being in the present and dealing with the present. Okay, and that's the change that needs for you. You need to change this. So let's see why the here and nows came out. What's the advice for that, Spirit? The Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, my goodness me, and the Devil card. Now, the Devil card here is about being in toxic situations. It's feeling chained to something. Now, this could be habits that you've developed as well, ways of doing things, you doubting your ability to be able to align with this Ten of Cups and change things. Don't doubt yourself here. It could be, like I said earlier, it could be toxic bosses, controlling relationships, environments. You know, if we keep doing the things the same way, we'll come out with the same results. So we need to unchain ourselves. We need to trust and believe in our ability, because this can be the little voice in your head saying, I'll never do this. I can't do this. Yes, you can. This is time to weigh things up in a well-balanced way. It's about having a plan for the future. It's about finding that balance, not being the yes person at work, for example, getting a good work-life balance. This could be a better way of dealing with finances. It could be readdressing the people, you know, and having a plan for how we do the housework in the house. It could be anything like this. But it's about weighing things up in a well-balanced way. And it's about, again, another card of balance. There'll be success that will come from it. Definitely success. Now, this is understanding as well that relationships need to be reciprocal, for example. This is somebody not breadcrumbing you. So, you know, if you're in a situation where you feel somebody's mistreating you, you're doing all the work, you're doing all the running, you're doing all the yes work, you're saying all the yeses, and you feel taken advantage of. This is you learning here that you need to make more well-balanced decisions, and you need to get away from that environment or these type of people, or you need to readdress it and have some rules. You need to take control of it here to bring this balance in. And once you do that, you can focus on things and you can get down and you can move forward. Now, I did mention earlier about the feeling you might want promoted. You might have hit a glass ceiling with that. So it's time here. If you're ambitious, that might be your type of person you are. You might be ambitious. So it's time here to make plans and weigh things up so that you can learn new skills, for example, and go towards promotion and start to build more on what you already have. So come into the present, look at your situation. You've got the skills here, you've got the focus, and focus on it and decide how you want to go forward to bring progression back in. Go to sea. Now, this is about coming out of choppy waters into calmer waters. And this is a 7. So there's a spiritual lesson that you're learning here, because 7 is spiritual for me. So this is you learning how to calm things down. Let's see. And it's all about balance here. It's about opening yourself up to being, sometimes it can feel as if you're making yourself a bit vulnerable, but that's the life. That's how we progress. Oh, my goodness me, there's a 9 of Pentacles coming in now. The 4 of Swords energy, yeah. The 7 of Swords. And we're ending with the beautiful 4 of Wands. So what we've got here is we've got having to look at a situation. There might have been deception with somebody, lies, treachery. It can mean backhandedness. It can also mean you looking at a situation here and reviewing it and deciding how you want to go forward, because this is uncomfortable now. You're feeling uncomfortable with your environment, the people around you, whatever it is, whatever the 7 of Swords represents for you. There's a type of energy around you that you're not trusting anymore. You're maybe seeing through it. So it's time here for you. And what I want to say as well is think about the lessons you've learned through this, definitely. It's time to take a step back. It's time to pamper yourself, look after yourself. If this has been illness, it's time to recover from that. It's time to take time out. And it's time to review things and brainstorm and think about how you want to go forward. This person has been through battle, but it's a time now for healing, and it's a time for resolution. And what you will do is, when you weigh things up really well, you're bringing this beautiful young Empress energy. Now, this is like creating the Garden of Eden, right? This is somebody who's confident and independent-minded. This is somebody who takes control of things. Now, you can be the singles card for some people, but you don't have to be single. And we are talking here about smoothing out the waters and going with the flow. Calmer times ahead. This is somebody who knows how much of themselves to give and how much of themselves to keep. So when we did talk about that work-life balance, it could be to do with that for you. It could be to do with how you balance your finances. It could be the environment you're living in things need to be resolved within that. And your job. You want to be in a job here where you're at one with yourself, where you feel valued, where you feel confident, and you want to be enjoying. So remember, this is about you taking control of something here and coming into this beautiful, confident, independent, type-minded type energy. And when we're in that and you're feeling confident, you can only go forward. You can only go forward. It's the opposite of this doubting myself and toxicity that's around you or feeling chained to something. We'll take a fairy card and a couple of these cosmic messages. New beginnings. New beginnings. There we go. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nourish your ideas as if you would a baby. So it might be for some of you that you need to look at something new here. Stop giving away your power right now. Oh my goodness. That's what it was all about. Stop giving away your power. Take your power back. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. So trust and believe in yourself. If you love yourself, you'll attract loving people. Open yourself up to people that are genuine and that care about you. Okay, I hope this helps. If it does, please like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.